Just getting ready to go here against playing the prospects today. There's line starting. Going heat, wind to draw. Here's Emerson over to Avery. Avery moves it up. Goes off a Junko skate. Sorry, that was Kennedy. Back to prospects. Prospects have it. Move it up. Shout it in. Emerson will go get it. Emerson in there, getting forechecked. Brings it around. Gives to Grace. She can't handle it. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy has it. She'll shoot that down. No icing, waved off. They gave her the red line. So when it changes, prospects come back with it. Moved up. Comes down into our end. And Aubrey, I guess they blew it down on icing. It was a very weak whistle. And we'll have a face-off in prospects end. Sorry, this one corner is a little hard to see here. And comes off the draw. Prospects have it. They move up with it. Goes under her stick, back to Aubrey. Aubrey moves it over to Summer. Summer has it. She shoot it in around the boards. Claire in there forechecking. Prospects get it. There's prospects coming up now. Up through center. Into the zone. Prospects have it, drop it back to the blue line. Prospects coming over. There's a shot that goes wide. Rebound off the end boards. They get it back again. Prospects with it at the blue line. Shot towards the net. That's blocked by Summer, and she'll get it to the line, but not out. And it's picked off there. Scramble for it. Linnea gets it. She'll rim it around the boards. Summer has it, up to Claire. Here's Claire now with it. Claire moving up. She'll put it over a little behind Juliana. Juliana will get it, shoot it down, and they'll make a change. Prospects move up with it. Shot down and into our zone. Everly goes back, or sorry, that's Reed with it. Prospects have it, come out. Here they are now, shot towards the net. Keegan tries to get there but can't. Shot down and in. Reed goes for it. Prospects control it still. Moved out front and comes back to the blue line. Here's Prospects shot towards the net. That goes wide. Goes in the corner. Prospects still controlling it. They move it down. Towards the net, tipped, rebound, loose puck, and Everly clears that away but doesn't get it out. Tegan will get it now. Tegan trying to get it deep but can't. And here's Prospects coming up with it. Into the zone, they drop it, shot towards the net, save, rebound cleared by Reed, and down. Goes into Prospects end. Rimmed around the boards. Kennedy will go get it. Here's Kennedy with it now. Shoots it down low, gets it to Junko. Out to Kennedy. Here's Kennedy. Shot towards the net. Rebound. Couldn't find it. Loose puck. Prospects gather it. Comes up. Kennedy there to pick that off again to Junko. Back to Kennedy, and it comes outside the line. Avery goes back for it. Here's Avery with it. Over to Emerson. Emerson now moves up. Backhanded up to Junko. Prospects have it. Shot over to the sideboards. Emerson gets it. Puck goes high in the air. Prospects get it back again. Moving up through center. Come across the line. Grace with good back check and clear that away, and it comes outside. And they'll shoot it right back in. Back for Emerson. Up to Grace. Grace has it. Up to a little bit behind Summer. No icing. It was tipped. Prospects in the corner. Come down. And here they come out now. Aubrey angles her off good. Prospects with it now, comes in towards the net, shot. Oh, and a save there by Amal. Comes in behind the net for Reed, couldn't quite get there. Comes to Claire. Summer gets it now. There's Summer over to Juliana. Juliana will shoot that in around the boards. Claire will get there first. Claire has it. In the corner out front, and Prospects will gather it. Moved up. Here comes the Prospects into the zone now. Comes in. Reed angles her off into the corner. And Reed will get it. Shoot it up to Tegan. Tegan with it now. Shot towards the net. That's tipped wide. Goes to Aubrey. Aubrey will reverse it back for Reed. But Prospects beat her to it. Comes back to the blue line. Shot towards the net. Goes high over the net. Comes out. Shot back in the corner. Here's Tegan now. Tegan will get there. Everly will move it back for Reed. Over to Aubrey. Aubrey with it. She'll move it up now. Gets it. Here's Prospects. Kelowna was changing. Prospects coming in. There, Linnea with a good stick there to angle that away. And it comes back to the line. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. In behind the net. Linnea there. Rims it around the boards for Tegan. Tegan, she's checked right away. Comes to the line. Not out. Linnea will get it. Here's Linnea now turning with it. Off the boards. Hits Tegan. Prospects have it. Comes over to the far side. Avery back with it. She'll move it up to Fox. Fox is checked. Comes to the line, held in. Prospects forechecking in. They control it good, and it comes out. Here's Fox, but she was at the end of a shift, and she'll go off. Junko's line comes out. There's Prospects up now. A little too far for them. Sent down, and that'll be blown down for icing. 7:29 left first period, still 0-0. Prospects have it in behind their net. Comes up to the sideboards. Emerson will hold that in. And behind the net for Grace. Prospects come up with it and move it up. That's blocked there. Moved up to the line. Hops over Emerson's stick. Icing waved off. They said it was tipped. Reed goes back for it now. Reed with it. Prospects making a change. Pass up to Reed. Comes back. Oh, just about picked off through the middle, but Kennedy has it. Here's Kennedy into the zone. In the corners. She's checked, surrounded by three Prospects. And they'll come up with it. Corner, can't quite see down there, very good. Prospects have it, and they'll move it over. Here they come now, up into the zone. Check there into Linnea. Linnea moves it up, gets it up to Claire. She's checked, gets it to Summer. Summer into the zone. Summer coming in, shot towards the net. Oh, off the glove, goes over the net. Prospects have it. in the corner. They'll move it over. She's checked by Juliana. Comes back to the point to Linnea. Linnea's shot goes, fans on it, goes under, but Aubrey's back to cover. Here's Aubrey now, turning with it. Moves up. Goes over Claire's stick, sent into the zone around the boards. Shot, that's blocked. Aubrey comes up with it. Here's Aubrey now, moving up, goes under Claire's skate. Claire will get it and shoot it in, go off for a change. Off the boards, comes to the line. That's blocked. Prospects have it, controlling it. They'll move it up. Everly back for it, over to Avery. Avery moves it up to Fox. Fox doesn't quite control it. Falls down. Prospects have it. There's Emerson now coming up with it. Emerson into the zone. Shot, rebound. Oh. Fox couldn't find the rebound. Junko Kennedy trying to get it. Prospects move it over. Control it. Reverses it. Come out of the zone. Moved up. Into the zone, shot. Goes high over the net. Aubrey back for it. Up to Grace. Here's Grace now coming out. Grace down the right side. Moves it over. That pass is picked off. Turned over at the blue line. Here's Prospects coming into the zone. Turning. Summer in there. Gets it to Claire. Claire moves up. Get to the line and shoot it in. Come in, angled off there, back for Avery. Avery has it in the corner, goes into the corner, and again, Prospects have it, and Claire got her stick on that, to the blind, and shot, goes high, rebound, they scored, goes underneath, a high shot, and loose puck, and they bang it in, 1-0 Prospects. Into the zone. Emerson gets it. Here's Emerson moving up. Gets it to Everly. Everly goes off of Fox's skate. Comes into the Prospects goalie and they'll cover up. Sorry, I just realized that I started the BC Capitals game. I'm not sure what the scoring is, if it's showing up or not. Here's Prospects coming in. Comes over to Emerson. Emerson with it now. Shoots it in. Have it. Emerson there. She's checked. Comes into the zone. To Fox, but that pass is picked off. Prospects into the corner. Grace in there, trying to get it. Comes back to the blue line. Shot towards the net. Save. Comes back to Grace. Grace there. Chips it past. She comes up with it. She's angled off. Prospects control it. Come up through center. In across the line, drops it. Stick to the line and out. Nico there racing for it. In forechecking. Prospects move it, goes off a skate. Back for Linnea. Here's Linnea now. He gets it, moves it up to Claire. Claire moves it up. Here's Summer now racing in. Summer coming in for a chance. Summer in, shot. They score! Summer gets a goal. Ties it up at 1. And it's 1-1 after 1. I just fixed the scoring. Hopefully that works now. Summer will take the face off. Moved up, comes back to Avery. Avery can't get it out. Moved in. And it comes outside the zone. Prospects have it now. They'll move up. The red line. There's prospects coming into the zone, dropping it, moving it back. They're making a change, but didn't quite come out. Held in, and now it's shot out. Goes all the way down, no icing. They tipped it. Prospects back for it. And move up. Sent over. Emerson there. He'll angle her off. Grace in there, or sorry, Tegan comes over. Here's Everly now with it. Everly moves it up to Tegan. Tegan backhands it up. Prospects move it up. Shot into the zone. Avery goes back for it. Avery moves it along the boards. Can't see down there. Now it's shot around the boards for Tegan. Tegan there. Moves it up to Emerson. Doesn't come out. Now Emerson moves it up to Fox. Here's Fox. That's a trip, and that's going to be a penalty to the Prospects for tripping. Kelowna to the power plate. Summer wins the draw, comes to Junko. Junko moves it over to Aubrey. Aubrey fans on that, and it comes outside the line. Right back on them all. She steers it into the corner. Steered away, Aubrey gets it. Here's Aubrey, moves it up. The pass goes in underneath, behind Grace, and shot right back in. Here's Junko back in her own end with it. Junko has it turning now. Moves it around. Kelowna can't get it out of their own end here. Junko will get it. Here's Junko now, moving up. Junko now moving, has some open ice, comes into the zone. Junko has it turning, stops. Moves it down low for Summer. Summer back to Junko. Junko, she's checked, and Prospects come up with it and move out. Prospects very aggressive on this penalty kill. 45 seconds left in the penalty. It's held up along the end boards, killing time. And can't come up with it. And now Summer gets it. Here's Summer now moving up with it. She'll get to the line, shoot it. It goes off a player on the bench. And face off will be just outside the blue line. Shot up, Prospects come back for it, shoot it, and in, here's Prospects coming in. Good job by Emerson to angle her into the corner. Penalty's over now, Prospects back at full strength. Not much happening on that power play. Shot towards the net, save them all. In the corner, Prospects have it. And now comes up, Fox can't handle that pass. Shot up and in, over to Emerson, over to Juliana. Juliana now up the left side, comes into the zone. There's Juliana coming in, gets it to Fox. Oh, that one just went wide. Juliana has it still, reverses it down low for Everly. Everly has it out front. Oh, and Claire couldn't find the handle on that one. Kennedy will go back for it. Here's Kennedy moving it up to Claire. And Prospects get it and come into the zone. Shot towards the net, comes to Reed, back to the line. Prospects have it, shot deflected, and Kennedy will gather that and clear it and shoot it down, and that'll probably be icing. It is icing. 9:52 left in the period. Sorry, 9:50. I let the clock run for an extra couple seconds there. Junko will take the face off. Comes over to the sideboards. Prospects have it. Shot. Goes in wide. Move back to the blue line. Back in the corner. Comes to Aubrey. Prospects have it. Here's in shot. And oh, good chance there. Prospects coming up with it. Shot towards the net. Blockers save them all. In the corner, Prospects have it. Applying some good pressure here, but Junko gets it. Here's Junko now moving up, and it comes outside. Grace in for checking. Prospects shoot it right back in. Comes off the end boards. Here's Aubrey. Moved up to Kennedy. Kennedy with it now. She can't find it. Goes in behind her. Over. Aubrey will go for it. No, doesn't get there. Prospects shoot it down and in. And behind the net, they reverse it down low. Comes over. Prospects have it. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. Out front, and Kennedy's there to clear it, and she'll shoot that out. Comes outside the line. Prospects have it. They'll shoot it in. D have been out there for a long shift. We need a change here. Can't get one. Get it out, and it comes in. And oh, Maul can't cover that. Here's Prospects having it now again. Applying pressure. Comes back to the blue line, goes under her stick, shot down and in, comes to Aubrey, she'll shoot it up, but held in, and it comes down, and they'll be able to get a change finally. There's Prospects now coming up with it. Avery angles her off to the net, Juliana angling her shot, and blocked there. There's Summer now coming up with it. Summer check, hooked. Comes across, Juliana racing in for it. Prospects have it. They come up with it. Backhanded. Move back. Now it's moved up. Avery with it. Can't find it. Everly will get it. Here's Everly now. Kelowna with a 3-on-2. Dropping for Tegan. Tegan's shot, that's blocked. It's in the ref's feet. And Prospects come up with it. Avery banks that over, shot goes wide. Here's a shot towards the net, save them all. And covers up for a whistle with 16:12 left in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Reversed around, comes to Reed. Reed with it. Shot goes off and deflected over the glass. 6:04 left now. Comes to the line. Prospects have it shot. Good pad save them all. Dangerous shot there, and it comes out and down. Prospects back for it. Fox there in the corner. Gets there to Grace. Grace gets it to Summer, or to Everly. Everly can't find it. Here's Grace now. Reverses it down to Everly. Here's Everly coming out. Shot towards the net, and a save by Prospects goalie. Good chance there for Everly. 5:34 left, second period. Kelowna wins a draw, but Prospects get it and it comes out. Grace with it, turning, moves it back for Reed. Reed has it. Oh, she backhand it away, gives it away. Comes out front. Here's Prospect shot, and it goes. Good save them all. Kennedy down there. Prospects have it. Move it back to the blue line. Moved over. Comes up high. Shot down in the corner. Oh, that's a bad call. Just fell over. Gonna get a penalty for body checking on Reed. Prospects will go to the power play. Kill this off. Here's Prospects that controlling it back to the point. Comes in, shot towards the net, save them all. Goes in the corner. Aubrey there, clears it up. Comes back to Aubrey. Aubrey will get it, shoot, shot to the line, not out. Prospects have it. They move it back to the point. Shot towards the net, that's blocked. Can't clear it out. Linnea will almost get there. It's taken away. Moved around the boards. To the line. Shot towards the net. Comes back to Summer. Summer can't get a shot away. Here's a shot. That just goes wide. Linnea has it and she'll shoot it out. Not quite out. Doesn't come out. Towards the net. Comes there. Can't find it. Aubrey there with it. Turns it, moves it around. Prospects with all kinds of pressure here. Kelowna can't get it out. Shot towards the net. Here's a shot. Save them all. Rebound. And she covers up. Good stop them all to keep it. Score says 40 to nothing, but that's not right. Still 1-1, 3:34 left, second period. Well, in the corner, Prospects have it. Oh, sorry, that's the penalty. Sorry, that's 30 seconds in the penalty. Never mind. My bad. And it's moved over. Here's Emerson. She'll clear that down. Just 14 seconds left in the penalty. Banked off the end boards. Moved up. Comes back for Emerson. Emerson has it and shoots it. And penalty to Reed is now over. Prospects gather it. In the corner. Comes to the line, held in. That's blocked by Junko. Here's Junko now. She can't get by. Comes back for Emerson. Emerson banks that up. Kelowna's changing. Sent into the zone. Avery will go back for it. Here's Avery now. Avery moves it up to Juliana. Juliana over to Tegan. Tegan has it. She'll shoot that in. Get it deep. Prospects have it. Prospects move up now. Shot over. It's tipped. Comes to Reed. Off the boards, banked off the end boards. Aubrey chips it out. That came out. I thought it did. Now it does. and it's sent down, no icing. Oh, here's a weak pass up through the middle. Reed gets it, shot towards the net, blocked. Comes back to Aubrey. Aubrey shot, and that's blocked too. Prospects have it. Come up through center, that looked like it was offside, but waved off. Comes to Aubrey, to Juliana. Juliana can't get it off the end boards. Prospects turn it over. Come in, shot, goes wide. Reed with it, moves it around for Juliana. Juliana tries to move it up, can't get it to Fox. And it comes in, back for Reed. Reed sends it back around the boards for Aubrey. Aubrey just clears that around and out. Less than a minute left in the period. Prospects back with it, off the end boards. Here they come up with it. Shot in. Aubrey goes back for it. Rims it around to Kennedy, a little too far for her. And that cut has come out. Prospects control it. They'll move up with it. Here's Prospects now coming into the zone. Coming in with a chance. Here's a chance. Shot. Oh, good save them all. To keep it with at 1-1 at the end of the period. Big stop there. Here's Summer trying to forecheck. 1 second, that'll do it for the period. And it's 1-1 after 2. Shots are 15-6 for Prospects after 2 periods. Grace, Kennedy, Junko on the wing. Everly wins the draw to Grace, comes up to Everly. Everly has it, it's taken away from her. Comes up to Prospects. Linnea there angles her off. Shot in around the boards. Comes to Junko and chipped out. Racing for it. Go for her. Moved up, comes back to Linnea, shoots it back out. Prospects have it, and they'll come up with it. Moved over, up through the center. Prospects now coming into the zone. Shoot it in. Linnea there picks that off. Shot up the boards and out. There's Junko picking that off now. Gets it over to Avery. Avery over to Linnea. Linnea shoots that up. Oh, it's a little too far for Fox. She was coming off the bench. Oh, they're going to make a change, but They couldn't. His prospects had it and came up with it. Avery stops in, rims it around the boards for Fox. Fox moves up, comes to Linnea off the glass. Here's prospects now coming up with it into the zone, and Kennedy will take over. Kennedy moves it up to Fox. Fox has it. She'll get it in. He doesn't get it down deep. Prospects come up with it. Goes in behind the net. And they'll come up with it now, up into the zone. Comes to Reed. Reed with it. Stops, moves it up the boards to Fox. There's Fox now. That's held in. Came outside the line, I thought, but the ref wasn't there to call it. Now it comes out. Here's prospects coming up with it. In across the line into the zone. That shot goes wide. Kennedy moving up now. Can't get it out. Now it comes out. Shot up through the middle. There's prospects coming in. 1-on-3. And the shot goes wide. Reed sends it around the boards. It'll come back to the blue line. Shot down in the corner. Moved up. And Claire will get it. Claire moves that up through the middle to Juliana. Juliana with it. In across the line. Drops it for Tegan. Tegan to the middle. Can't get there. Claire moves in. She's taken down. No call. Claire gets it back again to Tegan. Tegan has it. Shot around. Prospects come up with it, and it comes into our end. They'll make a change. Aubrey goes back for it, and that's icing. .11:36 left, third period. 1-1 is the score. Comes back to the blue line to Linnea. Linnea will shoot it down to Junko. Battle in the corner. Prospects come up with it. Grace there picks that off. Linnea moves it up behind Everly. Move back now. Prospects with it. Shot up. Back to Linnea. Linnea with it. Has it. She'll shoot it outside the zone. Sent up. Here's Linnea now coming up with it. She has it. She'll shoot it in. And they'll go off for a change. Kennedy picked that pass off. Moved up. Held up in the snow. And shot in. Prospects will make a change. Here's Emerson now moving up. Emerson gets it up. But that pass is picked off. They read that one well. Up through the middle, in shot. The Hughes puck. Oh, it just missed. It was sitting right there. They just had to bang it in, but I think Emerson might have got her stick in there, or Avery. I'm not sure who it was. Over to Fox. Passes behind her. She didn't see it. Kennedy moves it up. Up to the boards to Avery. Up to Fox. Fox couldn't get that deep. Shot back to Emerson, and she'll shoot it in. Gets it to Fox. Fox is checked. 4 prospects on her. Here they come into the zone now. Moving in. Stick by Emerson to break that up. Avery has it. Still maintains Gets it to Juliana and moves it up to Tegan. Here's Tegan coming out of the zone now. Tegan coming up. Gets it over to Claire. Claire with it. Here's Claire. Shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Prospects will shoot that in. Aubrey goes back for it. Here's Aubrey in her own end. Stops behind her net. Moves it up to Juliana. Juliana over to Claire. Claire will gain the red line and shoot it in. Does not get it deep. Moved up the boards. Prospects come up with it now. In across the line, dropping it. Here's a chance coming in. Shot and a good glove save by Amal. We keep it at 1-1. 8:19 left. Third period. Shot towards the net. Save Amal. Prospects reverse it in behind around the net. Shot around the boards. Comes back to the line. Down in the corner. Reed is taken out. That's a penalty. Yes, they're going to get a caller on that. Good call there. Moved up. Race for it. Here's Everly now. Prospects will get there and they'll blown down. Kelowna's going to the power play here with 7:51 left in the third period. Summer will take the face off. They win it. Comes back to Emerson. Emerson shot towards the net. That goes wide. Comes over to Grace. Grace with it. Here's Grace now turning, weaving down low to Summer. Summer has it over to Grace. And Grace moves it and nobody is there. Emerson with it, reverses it over to Grace. Grace now moves it up to Kennedy. Kennedy into the zone. Kennedy shot and goes high and gloved down by Prospects goalie. Summer will take the draw.
Oh, I love it. I better watch it.
Comes back, Kelowna wins it, over to Everly. Here's Everly moving in, shot. Goes high and wide, got to keep that puck down low. Along the boards, comes out to the line, and Emerson was there to gather it. Here's Emerson turning, weaving, moving with it, controlling it. Emerson moves it up to Summer. Summer now is checked right away. Comes to Kennedy. Kennedy chips it up. And it's shot down. Junko will go back for it. Here's Junko now coming up with it. Over to Emerson, up to Kennedy. Kennedy with it. Moves it over to to Tegan. Tegan comes in. 45 seconds left and Prospects will take over and come out with it. Comes up around into the corner. Puck is held up, killing some time. He's going to still hold it. Now it comes out. Here's Everly with it. Everly loses it. No, still gets it back again. Moves it over to Grace. Grace up to Juliana. Kelowna can't get organized here. Power play's almost over. Just 5 seconds left. Moves it over to Juliana, and that'll do it for the power play. And Grace gives that away. Pass right up through the middle. Prospects have it. Killed that off. Comes down and in for Aubrey. Aubrey with it now. Turning back to Grace. Grace moves it up to Tegan. She couldn't handle that pass. And moved around for Fox. Fox gets there, can't get it out. Held in, shot down in the corner for Grace. And now it comes to Fox. She's powered off the puck. Didn't get it out. Shot down and in. Aubrey gets back for it. Here's Aubrey with it. Moves it up around the boards to Juliana. Gets it to Tegan. Can't get it out. Blocked by Fox. Blocked Tegan. Comes to the line and held in. Here's Emerson back for it. Down to Aubrey. Aubrey moves it up to Juliana. Still can't get it out. Prospects made a change. Now Aubrey comes up with it. Moves it up. Gets it up to Summer. Oh, Summer was in behind the D. And the Prospects goalie will cover up for a whistle. 4:21 left in the third period now. Prospects get control. Move up. Comes up front. Oh, Claire had a good chance. She missed on the one-timer. Here's Prospects, though, coming up with it. Across into the zone. Has it dropped. Shot. And that just goes wide. Summer chips it off the boards and out. Shot right back in. Prospects got to clear. Got to move that puck quick before they get on you. Here's Reed with it. Moved up to Kennedy. Kennedy will gain the red line. In the corner, she gets it. Shoots it around the net. Hits the back of the net. Linnea comes off the bench. Comes up, holds that in. And Prospects come up with it. Moved up. Grace can't get that. Now she does. She gets it, drops it for Linnea. Linnea moves it up to Everly. Everly shoots that in. Shot up the boards. Oh, here's a chance for Prospects coming in, but it gets a little too far for her in the end boards. Move back. Prospects have it. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Comes over to Grace. Grace has it. Chips it off the boards to the line. Not quite out. Is sitting on the line. Comes to Avery. Over to Linnea. Linnea there. Can't get it. Prospects applying pressure here at the end of the game. And Avery comes up with it. Up through the middle to the line and out. Shot over. Back. Prospects come up with it. And turned over to Junko. Oh, but Junko was checked at the last second. Comes back to Linnea. Linnea missed that. Move back to the blue line. Shot deflected, goes into the corner. Linnea there can't move it up. The Prospects get it. Comes to Avery. Avery now has it. Gets it over to Grace. Here's Grace now coming up. She'll shoot it in. 1:55 left in the period. Prospects have it behind their net. They come up with it. And shot out by, comes back to Reed. Over to Aubrey. Up to Tegan. Comes back. Shot out, goes off a skate, back to Reed, over to Aubrey. Comes up to Tegan. Tegan with it. She has it, she'll shoot it down and in. Comes to the line, Reed with it, shot, deflected, loose puck. Can't find it. Prospects come up with it. And it comes back to Reed. Less than a minute left now. Here's Reed, gets to the line. Prospects making a change. She'll dump that in. Comes down low. Prospects trying to get it. Can't. And they come up with it. Here's Prospects now. Coming in. Emerson there. Prospects have it. Turning, weaving, goes down low. 27 seconds left. Comes out. Back to the line. Comes over. Can't let them get that shot away. Goes wide. Comes off the end boards. Rebound. They score! 13 seconds left. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker. That's gonna do it pretty much. If there's 13 seconds left. We needed that tie. Back to Avery. 10 seconds. Back. The Prospects will shoot it in. That'll do it here. And that's it. Prospects are going to win with the last second goal to win it 2-1. Heartbreaker for Kelowna. Tie would have probably done us a lot of good there. But not meant to be. That's our only game today. Our next game will be tomorrow morning against BC Capitals. And that game will be 8 a.m. tomorrow. Stick around for players of the game here.
You're not going to get back in 5 years and be like, oh, well, like, fantastic.
Avery gets one player of the game. And Emerson gets the other.
See you later. What time is
All right, that's it. I'll sign off here, and yeah, thanks for